Welcome to Impact Wrestling, another episode that we like, love, or hate. It depends on your point of view. Before I get started, I have to make this very clear. I don't know if I will be doing the Victory Road review. I'm not sure yet. Because there's certain things that's going on right now that are... I don't want to explain it, because I don't want to make myself any more upset. But there's certain things that's going on, and I don't know what mindset I'm going to be in. I'm just being honest, guys. You've heard me say it for weeks upon weeks. I've been under a lot of stress lately, and it's culminating to now. I'm not saying whatever's going on has happened at this moment, but there's a lot going on. So I can't guarantee that I will do Victory Road. I'm going to try. It's just going to depend on how things are going to go. Now, I'm not going to be very detailed in this review because, not lying, I'm just not feeling it right now. Not because the show was bad. Actually, the show was not that bad at all. It's trying to build into Victory Road that's also building into Bound for Glory. That's no lie. So I can easily say that this wasn't a bad show. But I'm not going to be heavily detailed in this. I'm just saying. I will say that the opening match, we had 3 tag matches in this show. 3. We don't normally see that in Impact Wrestling. We see maybe 1, sometimes 2. But 3 is a rarity. We just don't normally see it that much. And lately they've been doing this. I don't know if it's to kind of copy what's going on with AEW, or they just want to get more content out with more people there. My feeling is, I'm not sure. We got Taya and Rosemary versus Navarra and the Havoc. This is kind of going off of what happened last week when Havoc beat the crap. Well, the time before. Well, yeah, around that time, Havoc beats Rosemary's ass. So now, we got this match, which wasn't a bad match. It is not a bad match. It wasn't something you could say was botchy. It wasn't that Navarra couldn't keep up with a Rosemary or a Taya Valkyrie. Taya is such a great wrestler. I hope she never goes to WWE and go with her husband. If she does, she will make the worst mistake of her life. Now, of course, Taya and Rosemary won the match. And there was no problem with that. I didn't have an issue with it. The question is going to be how far they're going to go with this wedding and this marriage. And to be honest, I don't want to see it. I'm sure other people do. And I'm all for you. But we've seen this trope so many times. You kind of wish they'd do something a little bit different. And questioning, how is the demon assassin going to have a life with a former ref? I just don't know. We got Rich Swan doing training for Bound for Glory. And he's getting approved by his doctor. Pretty much saying, I can't believe how far he's come. I didn't expect him to do anything. And here he is. He is doing the business. He's getting it done. He's getting his leg back into shape. And he will be ready for Bound for Glory. Or at least supposedly. Good. We needed to see something from Rich Swan. And I'm glad to see it. It had to happen. If they want to make Rich Swan a real threat, but also a real possibility to get over, they need to do this. Jordynne Grace versus Tenille Dashwood. I don't really know why they did this rematch. Honestly, I don't really think they needed to do this rematch between the two. Not saying they did a bad match, but I just don't agree with it. Now, Caleb with a K. I like seeing Caleb Connery in this role. He actually is entertaining. Compared to all the other times that he was working, like when he was working in Suicide, when he was working with Trevor Lee, there was a point with Trevor Lee, he did get over to us. I believe it was him and Trevor Lee. They got over to a certain extent, but it was never about him. When he went to NWA, he never really got anywhere. Here, he's more entertaining. He actually is. I'm not saying he's incredible, but he's more entertaining. The match was not the problem here. It's just, what are they doing with Tenille and what are they doing with Jordynne Grace? They're doing 50-50 booking. Because after the match was over and Tenille tapped out, she tapped out the first time, but did not get pinned. She won last time. Now Jordynne Grace basically tapped her ass out. And now Caleb screwed up the need of his goddess, the Tennille Dashwood. And now at Victory Road, they're going to have a match. The rubber match, which it would have been better if they'd done more background work to make this mean something. It really was kind of weak. Yes, Tennille was away for a while. Yes, Tennille is acting like she's a model and she's stuck up. I think they should have made it last a little bit longer. And that she had done certain things with the brass in the back to get over, like mess with Scott, to try and get more time to do modeling, to set up stipulations so she can really do something better. I think that should have happened. Now, we got Heath and Rhino getting their butt kicked by Reno Scum. This was about the money. Heath's advertisement is working. And they got their butt kicked. Hernandez got his money back because Heath didn't spend a damn thing. He maxed out his credit cards. Why? Why did you max out your credit cards? Why didn't you pay them off with the money? But this was to set up a match at... I'd rather see this set up at Slammiversary than actually at Victory Road. Because how many matches are we actually going to have at Slammiversary? No, what am I saying, Slam? You see, my mind is not itself. I don't mean Slammiversary. I mean Bound for Glory. I'm sorry, guys. But when it comes down to it, it just... Why don't they set this for Bound for Glory? Give Heath something important instead of Victory Road. I just don't agree with it. What do we got here? We got the Rascals versus the Good Brothers. This was about respect. The Rascals wanted the Good Brothers to give them respect because they see them as little kids and they want to be treated like men. And they got their butts kicked like kids. You can see them. Right there. They got their butts kicked. They did put up a good flurry. And I still say this 100%. Desmond Xavier is the best. Out of any of the X-Division guys, he's the best. In my eyes, personally. I just see him as such a very great wrestler. Now, is he a great in character? I don't know. He's been doing the Rascals for so long, whether he wants to keep it like this or if the creative team had decided just keep him in this role, it doesn't really matter. I have not seen him do anything outside of himself. So we may never see what he can truly be able to do. His potential as a character. We just may never see it. Now, Tommy and Brian Myers. Why? Why is this being booked for Victory Road instead of Bound for Glory? Why? Why not build this up for the next month? They got a story. Brian Myers knows Tommy. Tommy brought him in. Tommy knows what he went through in WWE. Why don't they build something around this? Nope. I just don't agree with it. I don't. Johnny Swinger versus Falaba. What? The best man match. Who wins it gets the position. And you got the Deaners out there. You had Alyssa Edwards out there. You got Crazy Steve out there. And you got the Bravo out there. Who made sure that he got exactly what he wanted. Once Johnny Swinger cheated and used the monkey to hit him in the face. And he used the monkey to him. I didn't catch the shot. But you got Johnny Swinger believing he's now the best man. But it's now... Johnny Bravo says to the ref, no. I want this restarted. This is for my wedding. I want it restarted. And how can he book matches? He doesn't work in the back. He has no power. He should have went to Scott and say, I want a restart. Call Scott out here. I want a restart. This is about my wedding. I want a restart. That would have gave it more. I really don't want to see this story with the wedding. I know certain parts will be funny, but I really don't want to see it because I don't hate it. I just don't want to see it. I think they could do something more important. Maybe there will be a swerve with it, but you never know. And we got to restart Falaba destroys him. And you wonder, how far is Johnny Bravo going to assert himself? That's going to be a question. I'm curious. Now, I know I didn't say anything about the hood rats of Tasha Steele and Kira Hogan. I know I should have. But I think the reason I didn't want to say it is because there's still no title for these women. They need to be doing something more than just having tag matches. They need a title. They need a knockouts tag titles. I need to say it because I didn't want to forget it. Eddie Edwards. I did not expect this. And I don't know how to feel about it. Eddie was jumped at the end of the last show. He believed it was the Eric Young, but Sammy comes out. And I'm going, oh no, they're not going down with Sammy. Are they really going to do the Sammy bit? And I thought that. He turns out the light saying before that, I didn't do it. But if you want to go down this road with me, making me sound like the bad guy, when I'm not the bad guy, I will oblige you. And he turns the light off, turns the light on, and it's Ken Shamrock coming back and basically beating the crap out of an Eddie Edwards. I do not know how to feel about this. Are they now a tag team? Or is Sammy managing Ken Shamrock? I think he is, which makes it a bit different. If Sammy is now a manager, there is a different dynamic now. I'm not saying I want him as a manager, but it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. At least it's something different instead of him floating and doing nothing. And if anyone says that that's a good thing, that he floats, it is not. It's garbage. So if they're doing this, turning him into a manager for a while, because there's just nowhere for him to go, because they're going to do the EY and Rick Swan match, that's going to be what they're going to go. Finally, you got, I'm not sure how to feel about this match. Oh, wait. I got to say at least something about Susie and Kylie Ray. Susie's getting her shot at Victory Road, where she may actually try and win the title, which I don't think she will, but they're trying to set up something for Susie and Kylie. As I said, there's a possibility that Susie will become Su Yung at Bound for Glory. I'd rather wait and let them set up an actual match between the two. And they did kind of cover that in their segment, but you got what you got. We finally got the North versus Ace and Madman Fulton. Two heels up against each other. The match wasn't that good for me personally. And Josh Alexander was bleeding from the mouth by the time it was all over. I believe I got the shot into my face. I really didn't like the match. Not because it was the third tag match of the night, but it didn't really feel that great as a closing of the show. Yes, you had the Good Brothers come out. Yes, you got the Motor City Machine Guns coming out, trying to show their dominance. But what does that mean for Victory Road going into Bound for Glory? Are they going to be doing something? Is there supposed to be a fatal four-way at Victory Road? We still got time for them to set it up. But I'm just saying, what is the ending of the show like that? Because they're not going to say that they're going to have a fatal four-way, because they should have set it up ahead of time. Maybe they're going to do it on the fly. I don't know. This wasn't a bad show, but I don't agree with everything. And if I miss some stuff, I'm sorry. I admit I'm not myself. But I hope things work out for me, because it's been kind of stressful. The next video I'll be doing is AEW. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.